Hello Libra, welcome to my channel, Mary Mystic Tarot. I hope that you are all doing well and feeling well. Welcome back for another love reading for August 2025. So keep in mind, it's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing, okay? Let's go. Don't be surprised if there's information that comes out to you all that may be a little bit surprising and a little bit shocking, I'll be honest. And it may put you in a little bit of a not wanting to sleep good at night situation. But let me say something, you guys. When this information comes out, even though you're not prepared for it, I really do believe it's going to be a blessing in disguise. You know, sometimes when you hear something on the news and it shocks you, or you're moving in one direction and then all of a sudden maybe you get an epiphany, or something comes in, or some kind of options come in possibly, and it puts you guys in a little bit of a tailspin going in the other direction. I'm kind of feeling like that right now, and it could possibly be a fire sign that's giving you this information. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because of this King of Wands over here. So when I look at it this way, it's like there may be something that's been hidden from you that may be coming out, and it could be giving you a little bit of stress, a little bit of aggravation, and it may be coming from a fire sign. Not that I'm saying this fire sign is bad. I'm just saying that this news may be that's coming in may be just a little bit of a shock, okay? Especially with the Tower down here. But let me say something else. You also have this Four of Wands right here, which to me, you know, if you look at it this way, this Four of Wands, excuse me, hold on, got something stuck in my throat. This Four of Wands is basically like a new foundation for you guys. There's a reason for you guys to want to get excited about something. Usually this could be anything from weddings, engagements, babies, new homes, new businesses, new jobs, you know, reasons to be able to celebrate and start in a new foundation and continue to build on it in your life. And I really do believe that's where you guys are headed, especially you all with these beautiful cards over here. You've got blossoming abundance and door to personal healing and happiness. I mean, for heaven's sakes. Along with a thinking woman down here, which could come in handy for someone that you guys may need some kind of expertise. Sometimes when I look at her, she reminds me of an attorney. Sometimes it's a teacher, you know, someone that has a lot of information about something specific that you guys may be looking for. Could be someone even on the internet, or someone that wrote a book or something to that extent. But I believe that you guys may need to gather some information for something that is going to be very important for you all. It's almost like, you know, researching or strategizing and things like that. Let me say something too. I see this Justice card. I see this Nine of Swords and the Tower. Whenever the Justice card comes in, you all, it's almost like that something is going to be running in your favor. Something is flowing in the right direction for you guys. So to me, it feels like justice will be served in your favor. Now the question is what kind of justice, and what exactly does that mean? Sometimes it goes in like court cases, and you know, if you're dealing with the court system, something may rule in your favor. Sometimes this is about laws and rules being changed that's going to be in your favor. Sometimes this is about your job or your work or your business, that something may have not felt right, that felt like that, you know, you weren't being treated fairly for one reason or another, and that may be running in your favor. For some of you, it's where you live. It's in your community, or, you know, things that have been changed lately, maybe, or that needs to be changed, that's going to be running in your favor. So I just feel like that with this Justice card, it could go hand in hand with something ruling in your favor, which means this is going to start going away, okay? I just want you guys to be aware of it. The Tower card is not always something terrible. It could be something that needs to happen in order for you to move forward in one way or another. And a lot of times it's almost like you guys may know that something needs to be changed, but you're not changing it quick enough, fast enough. The universe steps in and says, hey, I got to change this for you. Now, whether it's something that physically changes, or whether it's just your thoughts and your ideas and an epiphany that may come in that changes your mind. Possibly these options right here that may be changing your mind about something too. Because you guys are going to have some options, and you're going to be able to pick and choose whichever option is the best one for you. So I just want to say that even though sometimes we get a little bit frustrated, a little bit stressed out, and a little bit what on earth is going on sometimes, things usually work out in your favor. So I want you guys to realize that this is one of those times. Don't panic when you see the Tower. It's almost like a blessing in disguise, and some of you may have been praying for this information or this epiphany or this change that's coming into your life. Let me show you one more thing. You've got justice, balance, feeling fair in one way or another. You've got this Magician, which to me makes me feel like you guys are creating something, something that's good for you and for your family and for your relationship possibly. The Lovers can be a romantic partner. So maybe the two of you guys are creating a better life together, for instance. But now the Lovers doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, you all. The Lovers can be someone that you care very deeply for. It can be a family member. It could be a parent or a grandparent. It could be a sibling or a child or a best friend or even a business partner. Someone that you think very highly of. Could be helping you out at this time, or you're creating a better life or a better situation for you and someone else. Maybe it is like a business partner or someone to that extent, or someone, just a best friend that you care a lot for. Hold on a minute. I'm going to take a clarifying. Let's start with this Nine of Swords, okay? Let's start with that one. If I can... I think that's the High Priestess, number 2. That's the High Priestess. Kind of reminds me of the High Priest a little bit. This is the High Priestess. Holy cow. That kind of goes hand in hand with everything I'm just saying, you all. Hold on a minute. Let me figure out how to say this. You guys probably have heard that the High Priestess is like a mystery woman, right? She comes in, she gives you guys information. It's coming from the universe. That could be epiphanies. That could be downloads. That could be something that just in the snap of a finger you guys feel, aha, that's what I need to do. Or it's almost like a blessing in disguise a little bit. Sometimes she even comes in your dreams, to where you'll get information through your dreams and you'll wake up the next morning and you'll remember it. It's something that's important for you to remember. I just want to say, just like I was saying something about this Moon card, maybe giving you guys some kind of news or information that you weren't aware of, I feel like this High Priestess could be putting you guys in a different predicament in a better way. So sometimes whenever she gives you information or gives you an epiphany, let's say, it does change your mind and put you in going toward a totally different path in a different direction. That could go hand in hand with this Tower card, because sometimes when we hear certain things or find out certain things, or whatever it is, it kind of changes your mind about certain situations. And that's how I feel that's how it's going to happen for you all. I really do believe that. And it may go hand in hand with this more balance that's coming into your life, with this fairness that's going to be coming into your life. So I'm going to stay there with her, because honestly, I think it's very important for you guys to realize that whenever something does come in, it's not always a bad thing. It just maybe puts you in a different on a different path or in a different direction or seeing things in a different way. So sometimes you change your mind. I'm going to stay there with her. I'm going to take one for this tower, okay? And right there it is. Page of Cups. Isn't that interesting? Give me a second. Pages can be messengers, you all. This particular page is about emotions and happiness and things like that. Can also be a child you guys may be dealing with. And let me just say this, especially when I'm getting some of these other cards. The Lovers, maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe you guys are finding out you're pregnant, or you're wanting change maybe for your child or your children possibly. Maybe they're even your grandchildren at this time too, or someone that you care very deeply for, your nieces, nephews, you know, someone to that extent. So on one hand, I could see possibly that's where this Four of Wands is coming in regarding children and a relationship and building and growing on that foundation. But on the other hand, this could be some sort of a messenger, some sort of information, some sort of, let me think, hold on a second, surprise, some kind of proposals, or pregnancies, just saying. Hold on. Maybe that's where this blossoming abundance and door to personal healing and happiness is coming in. Maybe this is even like an adoption or a fostering child. Maybe that's where this thinking woman comes in as an attorney or something to that extent. I'm going to take one more, you all. Excuse me. Ace of Wands. Look at that. Do you see how fast that Tower card goes into something that you guys are excited about? You know, sometimes you guys, when the Tower comes in, it's helping you out more than hurting you. People don't see it that way a lot of times, but I do. It's almost like, look, you're not paying attention, you have to change this, or change your mind, or see things in a different way. And when you do, you can actually run in a different direction, which is better for you all. So I want you guys to realize that. It's kind of important sometimes, because look, you've got an Ace of Wands right here. Look how beautiful this is, right? This is about fun and passion and excitement and doing something that, you know, you're enthusiastic about. You know, maybe it's a new career or a new project, or maybe it is the birth of a baby, because that could be two of them right there, honestly, along with the Lovers and the person that you may be dealing with here. But I mean, it's not going to be for everybody, obviously, but it could be. But this could also be a new project or a new creation, or you're building something new, you're making something new. Pardon me. And you're going to be able to maybe get a new job, or even open a new business or something to that extent. I'm going to stay there, you all. And I'm going to take one for this Moon card right here, okay? Because this Moon card is how I feel could be the information that's coming out to you all. King of Wands right there, same person. Hold on. Give me a second. I definitely feel like you guys are dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If they're not a fire sign, they have this energy. Flat out, plain and simple. So it could be two totally different people. It could be one is a person and one is your energy. It could be that this person is offering you fairness and giving you options here. Or it could be that this person is opening up your mind and giving you some sort of news that absolutely puts you in a different, on a different path, or seeing things as in a new perspective, for heaven's sakes. But you are creating something here, and you're creating something that you guys are going to be able, it's a huge stepping stone in your life right here, that you're going to continue to build on it. And you're going to continue to grow with whatever this is that you guys are creating for yourself. Beautiful, beautiful reading, you all. You know, this door to personal healing and happiness is probably one of the best cards in this deck right here. It's all about you guys being happy, you guys being safe and sound and secure, but it's also about you guys feeling good about the way things are going on around you, whether it's in your community, whether it's at your work or at your job or at your business or in your relationship too. So I just feel like that things are really looking up in your favor, and things may be changing a little bit for you all, but I honestly see it like it needs to happen in order for you guys to be able to move forward. And I really do believe too, with this blossoming abundance, this is going to feel like a blessing, you know. This is going to feel like you're more valuable. You're going to be, your finances could increase as well. But I do feel like with this thinking woman right here that you guys may need to research, or maybe even hire, I don't know your predicament, or read a book, go to a seminar, research this person's knowledge, so you guys will be able to handle something that's coming in. It could have something to do with contracts, it could have something to do with the law or the court systems or something like that. I'm going to take one more for him because we have two right now. So let's take one more. Well, I lost that one. It went back. This one. The Fool card. Look at that, you guys. Really? Are you ready to take on a new journey, a new adventure? I really do believe that's why this information's coming in for you all. So you guys can take it and run with it and do something completely different possibly, or go in a different direction. You guys can create whatever it is that you're looking for. Create a better relationship with someone, create a better partnership or a better business partnership. It just makes me feel like sometimes, even though we may get off track a little bit, or we think we do, it's a blessing that comes out of it, you guys. And I'm not kidding you when I say that. I do believe you're going to have options right here, and I think you're going to have new foundations that you're going to be able to build on, and this is a huge stepping stone that's coming up in your life. Really, this is a beautiful reading. I think you guys are going to be tickled with the way it works out. If there is something that comes in, don't let it shock you or stress you out. It's really meant to be, okay? Even though it might put you in a little bit of a tailspin, like you're like, holy cow, now what am I supposed to do? In a second, in a day or two, it's going to just work itself out, and you guys are going to be thrilled with the outcome on it. So I want you guys to be aware of that. So whenever you do see a Tower card, don't panic so much. Sometimes it's meant to be, you all, and you'll find the blessing when it's all said and done, honestly. This is a beautiful reading, Libra. I'm not taking any more, you all. I don't need to. I do believe you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be someone very important in your life at this time. Could go hand in hand with that, lovers. You could be dealing with a romantic partner. Maybe it's just a loved one that you're dealing with. But I do feel like justice is going to be served in your favor. And whatever is going on that you don't feel is going on very fair, I think it's going to balance out into your favor. I really do. And I think you're going to be tickled with the outcome. And for heaven's sake, some of you all, this is regarding babies, pregnancies, babies, grandbabies, fostering, adoption, things like that. So you're ready to take on this new journey, and I think you're going to be tickled about it. This is a beautiful reading, Libra. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please keep in mind, if this does not resonate right at this moment, it may in the near future. Sometimes it's right around the corner, and sometimes it's a little later on. Take care, you guys. I'll see you soon.